This is in response to the Codex Nazi Mexican movement video that I just got done watching. Basically, you believe it's all the white man's fault. Any ill that you have is the white man's fault. The reason why we don't want illegal aliens here is the white man's fault. Everything would be hunky-dory except for the white man's fault. You're great at calling other people racist, but basically, you're racist. You yourself are racist. I'm talking to the guy who made the video, not the guy that shot the video, the guy that's talking. As far as I'm concerned, you sound like a racist. Basically, you would throw anyone who had a certain percentage of white blood either in a concentration camp or toss them out of the country. And it wouldn't matter if they were American, if they had indigenous American blood in them or not. If they didn't agree with your views, you'd toss them out. You're a racist. Sure. When the United States was in its infancy, we did a lot of bad things. Oh, hell yeah. So did the Indians. We brought disease here. Yep, we did. Did we do it on purpose? Hell no. Did we do it on purpose later on with a bunch of blankets? Hell yeah, we sure did. And I would like to have seen that guy hung by his toes and killed. But it didn't happen. And it's a real shame that he didn't pay for his crimes while he was here on Earth. But I'm sure he paid for his crimes when he got off this Earth and faced his Maker. Because that was a dirty, rotten thing to do. The common cold killed hundreds of thousands, I'm sure. Smallpox, chickenpox, measles, mumps. These had to have devastated the nations that were here. Yeah. There were some pretty advanced civilizations here at one time. Did we share knowledge with them? No. We screwed up. But we screwed up on all sides. It wasn't just the white man's atrocities. What about the atrocities the Indians did on each other? What about the atrocities not just in North America, but Central America, South America? Now, you like to blame the white man for everything. You guys did it to each other too. Yeah? You act like slavery was never here before the white man got here. Well, you know what? That's wrong. Because they would raid each other's villages and towns, kill all the men, and take the women and children with them. And they would sell them to each other. If that's not slavery, I don't know what is. But you did that to each other. I should say we did that to each other. Because I'm European, I'm Asian, and I am of the indigenous people here in the United States. So, don't go running around going, oh, white man. Get off of it. Get over it. Let's talk about the real issues, mister. Let's talk about illegal immigration. Let's talk about what's happening right now. Let's talk about the crimes that are being committed by them. Not only by them, but by the employers who hire them. And don't give me this tax-paying citizen bullshit. If you don't have a social security number, how the hell do you fill out a W-2 form? And just because they pay taxes at the supermarket doesn't make them tax-paying citizens. They are not citizens of this country. They're citizens of whatever country they came from. I don't care if they came from north of the border. I don't care if they come from south of the border. I don't care if they come from Asia, the South Pacific, Europe, Africa. It doesn't matter to me. They can be white. They can be black. They can be any color of the rainbow. The only way I would ask them where they're from is if they were pink with purple polka dots. And the first thing I'd want to know is if they were sick or not. You say that, oh, be terrible if they couldn't go, that they can't go to the hospital. Well, that's wrong. Of course they should be able to go to the hospital. But they should also pay for the treatment they get. Employers who knowingly hire illegals, these guys should go to jail. I'm in the firm belief that they should be fined $1,000 a day for every day that they had them under their hire. And they should spend 5 days in jail for every day they had them in their hire. And I'm not talking about the foreman. I'm not talking about just the guy who signed the paperwork for him to become a part of the company. I'm talking about the owner of the company or the CEO. When you got a large corporation that's hiring thousands of people, if he finds out he's got to pay $1,000 a day for every day that these guys work for him, and spend 5 days in jail for every one of these guys that work for him for that one day, maybe these CEOs will think twice about having illegal aliens in their employ, and will set the standard that you must be a U.S. citizen to hold a job in the United States or have a valid work visa. Do we need to address the system to make it easier for people to be employed in the United States from south of our border? Sure. But they can only stay for a specific period of time and then they have to leave. Their employers have to be irresponsible for them. If you guys want to bring people over from south of the border, there's no problem with you sponsoring them. But you have to be responsible for them both economically and morally. Let's talk about the real issues here, Guy. Let's talk about what's happening in the here and the now. Not what's happened in the past. You like to call us Nazis. But you know what? The Nazis didn't get that just from us. If you look back in history, the Romans, the Muslims, all the people of this world did something horrible to someone else and are guilty of genocide in one way or another. So get off your high horse and let's talk about the issues. Thank you very much. I look forward to you guys in the Mexican movement responding, and that guy, I believe his name was Olin. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, please correct me and I will say your name properly. Thank you.